Hey guys, Euroslam back with another video. Today we got top 5 destinations for head coach Mike D'Antoni. Yes, if you haven't heard yet, Mike D'Antoni is a free agent. I know that sounds weird because he is a head coach, but last week he informed the Houston Rockets he would not be signing an extension with them and he'd be looking elsewhere for work. And I feel like what you see, guys, smash that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe. We got a lot of great videos coming out. If you don't know it already, I post mostly sports videos, mostly basketball. A lot of great ones. I got top 5s. I look at predictions, previews for games. So make sure to subscribe so you can see all the action. With that, let's get to the video, guys. First up, number 5, the New Orleans Pelicans. All right, so Pelicans, they fired Alvin Gentry. He's a good coach, but they weren't having success this year. They're building around Zion Williamson. And D'Antoni could be an interesting fit there. They got a great point guard, Lonzo Ball, great passer, Could be similar to Steve Nash days, that great passer, running gun offense, 7 seconds or less. They have some good shooters on the team too, JJ among others. But for me, I don't like D'Antoni as a front runner for head coach for the Pelicans just because of the fact that I don't know how much he'd be able to do for Zion's growth and development. Number 4, the Portland Trail Blazers. All right, this was a bit of a fancy pick for me because Portland already has a head coach right now, Terry Stotts. Great head coach, he's been great for them. But if they were to decide to change coaches, D'Antoni could be an interesting fit. I saw someone comment on Reddit posting that they like the idea of D'Antoni running the Blazers. I'm not gonna lie, I was somewhat intrigued, right? They shoot a lot of threes, they're an offense-heavy team, and they don't play a lot of defense. Sounds like a D'Antoni team to me, does it not? So I do think it's unlikely, though. Terry Stotts signed an extension last year. Both the players and management, they all seem to really like him, so expect him to stay put, at least for now. Give him another year at least, and see how that plays out. With that, number 3, Washington Wizards. So another team that has a head coach right now, but could benefit from a new head coach. Now, I do like Scott Brooks as a coach, but so far he hasn't found any success in Washington. So you have to wonder, are they going to potentially look for a new coach soon? With Bradley Beal, how patient will he be with continuously not making the playoffs? Well, how about Mike D'Antoni? Now, this Washington Wizards team, for me, seems very similar to Houston Rockets in the sense that you got Bradley Beal, superstar just like James Harden, play the same position. Then you got John Wall coming back, and a healthy Wall, point guard, similar to kind of Russell Westbrook. And then all you gotta do is add some shooters there in the free agency, maybe make a few trades, try to re-sign Berton. This Washington team could do pretty well in the East. I'm not saying they're going to be a top team in the East, but they could definitely be a playoff contender for sure. Maybe a 6 seed. But it would show your willingness to win to Bradley Beal. So he's not off the table, but I think they'll stay with Brooks for now, see how it plays out. But at some point, I think you got to make some moves there, Wizards. It's either going to be head coach or you're going to have to potentially trade Bradley Beal. So with that, number 2. The Indiana Pacers. Now, when the Pacers fired Nate McMillan a few weeks ago, it was a bit of a shock. I really like McMillan as their coach. I thought he did a lot of great things for them. Unfortunately, continuous first-round exits to the Pacers was enough to say, hey, we need to move on. And their first coach, that was the front runner supposedly, was Mike D'Antoni. Despite the fact that he was still under coaching the Rockets in the playoffs, but most people seem to think once they were eliminated, he was probably going to leave, didn't sign next year, and of course, he did. He's left the Rockets. And I think Pacers are definitely a front runner right now still. He would really do really well for that team. You got Oladipo, you got Brogdon, you got Holiday, TJ Warren. They could all fit well on D'Antoni's system. Now, you'd probably have to trade Turner, but definitely has some value there in the trade market, so you could definitely build a really good team for D'Antoni, an offense-heavy team that he would fit perfectly. And I do like the fit for sure. But number 1, the Philadelphia 76ers. That's my number 1 fit. Now, some of you might be shaking your heads a bit, but let's delve into it a bit. Now, Philly, over the years, they've struggled a bit offensively. They've been a great defensive team, but there's been times where they just haven't been able to score. Now you bring D'Antoni in, who's an offensive genius, runs a lot of really good offense shooting plays, definitely help the Philly heavily improve their offensive rating, I think. Now, the big question is, what about Embiid and Simmons? They stay together, or would you have to trade one? Would they fit in D'Antoni's system? Well, I think they could, to be honest. the first move you gotta make, you gotta consider trading Al Horford. Him and Embiid together in her system, it wouldn't be good. The money you're paying them, one's gotta go. I think you start off trade Horford. I'm calling the Sacramento Kings. They were the runner-up for him last year, signing him in free agency. Buddy Hield right now is a bit upset with them coming off the bench. What about a Hield for Horford trade? Also, have to add a few more pieces to make it work. Sacramento might want some draft picks in that. But can you imagine Buddy Hield coming to the Kings? Great shooter, great three-point shooter, great scorer. He would fit great in this system. I would definitely try to make the trade happen. If not, if you had to, secondary option, Harrison Barnes for Horford would still fit great, good 3-and-D player. So I think the first move is that. Maybe try to sign some free agents. And then with that, I put the Philly, they could be a top 3 team in the East. And the reason I'm keeping Embiid and Simmons together is their defensive abilities. And come playoff time, when you're playing against the Bucks or the Nets, and you got Giannis and Kevin Durant, you're going to want great defenders like Simmons, and you're going to want Embiid at the rim protecting it. So I feel like give him a chance, at least a year or two under D'Antoni, see if they make a deep playoff run. If not, then you would then go ahead and trade Joel Embiid and have a team with Ben Simmons and a bunch of shooters and see what you can do with Mike D'Antoni helming the coaching job. All right, guys, that's my top 5 destinations for Mike D'Antoni. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments below. Hopefully you guys liked the video. Give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, like I said, so you can see all the great videos I have coming out for you. And with that, guys, have a great day. Thanks so much for watching. Yes.